Hey guys, it's Cydney, and in this video I'm going to be walking you through how to set up Facebook ads right in ManyChat without even leaving the platform. So this is really useful because we can seamlessly integrate the flows that we've spent so much time building and customizing and integrate them right with our Facebook ads to create a seamless user experience. So this is going to be really awesome for your customers when you're running promotions or customer service campaigns, because you can create the ad A to Z in ManyChat, import it right into your Facebook Ads Manager, really without a ton of knowledge of Facebook ads. So ManyChat has made this really easy, and we're going to share a couple of tips with you for integrating this with your auto SFB flow. So let's get started. So let's get into the actual steps of setting up this Facebook ad in ManyChat. So as you can see, I'm over here in the Growth Tools section of my ManyChat account. By default, it will take you to widgets, which is all the other growth tools you could use, like Messenger ref URLs, embedded items in a web page. Really, the possibilities here are huge. There are a ton of different options, but we want to go into ads for our sake here. So what I'm going to do is click Create New Ad. And this is so simple. You'll want to connect your Facebook ads account. And if you've already connected it to ManyChat, this should just take you right through as a normal flow. But I'll go ahead and click my ad here. We want to create a new campaign, or if you want to add your ad to an existing campaign, just choose that option here. These options are pretty similar to setting up an ad in Facebook Ads Manager, but the great thing is that you can do this without even leaving ManyChat. So we definitely want to choose messages here. This will optimize our ad to display to users who are most likely to click and go through Messenger. So we want to choose this here. Let's just name this test campaign. And then again, you can set a spend limit. These are all fully customizable settings that should be pretty familiar if you are used to working in Ads Manager. So I'm just going to go ahead and click continue. We want to create a new ad set. One of the things, again, we want to just keep choosing click to Messenger. That makes it really clear that we want the user to end up in Facebook Messenger. And also these tend to perform better if users know what they're getting into. I'm just going to name this test ad set 1. And here you can choose your different audiences. Whatever you'd like to do. Again, this is all very familiar if you're used to setting up Facebook ads. We do have a couple recommendations for creating audiences, and that would be to just do some research about your product, know what the related interests are. Google Keyword Planner is really helpful for this. But then just do some research on Facebook, look for magazines, different groups. Deal groups also work. And you can create an audience and target those users if you have their email addresses. So we have some other resources on creating Facebook audiences, and there's a huge wealth of information online if you want to look into that more. It's definitely something that I would recommend doing. Choose include, exclude, set the age parameters, location, language, choose different interests or behaviors. This is where that Google Keyword Planner really comes into play and can serve you really well. So here we are choosing placements. You can choose if you do or don't want it to show on Instagram, in Marketplace, that sort of thing, what types of platforms you'd like it display on. I'm just going to go ahead and choose automatic placements for the sake of this test. Go ahead and click next. And then this is where we set our daily budget. So I'm just going to go ahead for test and put $1 per day. And then you can choose beginning and end date of your ad. If you want to run a very specific targeted campaign, you'll want to run it during a certain time frame. Or if we want to run it ongoing, we're going to choose continuously. For auto SFB, I would definitely recommend choosing continuously because this is something that you want to run in the background all the time. So if you're always trying to rank for those keywords and always trying to drive traffic to your listing using those specific keywords that are most important to you, it's important to keep this running all the time. So then we're just going to go ahead and click continue and jump into creating the actual ad. So here we have a couple of guidelines for important elements to include. So the first guideline would be that you use the image that is the main image on your listing. So for this particular listing, I'm going to go ahead and use the image for this sleep mask. This is one of our listings. I'll go ahead and grab a screenshot of this, go over here, drop it right into the visual aspect of the ad. And this is really easy to set up. Again, you'll want to make sure that you have all the dimensions correctly set up and everything like that. But then I'll go ahead and grab the copy that we're going to use. So the first element is that you want to use your main header image. The second element is a clear mention of 100% rebate or whatever percentage off you're offering. Definitely really important to include that. We want it to be really obvious what you're offering to your users. So I'll go ahead and paste in my ad text here. We want to make sure it's very clear that they're getting a 100% rebate. And once we enter the text here, we can go ahead and further customize the headline and the description. This will go ahead and just change this text in the messenger bar at the bottom. So just definitely pick something that is indicative of what your customer will be expecting. Again, this is fully up to you. As far as your ad copy, I'll just go ahead and paste in some placeholder copy here, and then the description will populate as you type something in. So this is just a sample description text. If you have more in-depth information, maybe some great selling points, anything else you can clarify for your customer, be sure to enter that here. And there are a couple of different options for your call to action here, and this will just update this button. So you can say shop now. That would be a popular one to choose. Again, just choose whatever would make the most sense for your listing. We'll go ahead and click next. And then from here, what we want to do is add in a first message into your flow. So I'll just paste in a clear message here. Again, you can add an image and drop in your product image again. So then we'll go ahead and say yes. And then we want to add this button and then choose go to a flow. And from here, we will go ahead and select our flow, our auto SFB flow that we've already set up, and this will seamlessly integrate. So I'll just choose auto SFB here. We'll click select this flow, and then this will perfectly integrate with that flow. They'll click yes and then be taken right into the rest of what we have already set up. So we're just going to go ahead and click done. And there's nothing else here to customize once this is all correct. And once we're done, we'll just go ahead and click send to Facebook. This will drop this directly in our Facebook Ads Manager, and we can manage it from there and optimize over time. But the beauty of creating this in ManyChat is it makes it really easy to choose the right settings to make sure you're going right into the flows that you've already created. So I definitely recommend checking out some other resources online about creating an audience, getting into the more best practices items for creating and running Facebook ads. But with these rebates, it is really simple to get someone's attention if you're targeting the right people. Yeah, guys, so if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us or leave a question in the comments. Otherwise, I hope this was really helpful and that this will help you create Facebook ads right in ManyChat.